It's never been easy being a girl. In earlier times, it was not having any rights or needing to be proper all the time. Nowadays, it's still not having equal rights to men in some cases, and a lot of body shaming. Body shaming is the action or practice of humiliating someone by making mocking or critical comments about their body shape or size. It used to be through magazines directed at teen girls, telling them that they have to wear makeup, they need to dress nice, and they must be skinny to be beautiful. Bigger women are constantly ridiculed, and I know, because I've gone through it. I never saw plus-size females in any magazine I read or on any Instagram post. I was convinced that there was only one type of beautiful: skinny. I would scroll through these feeds and see tan, slim, tall women who were getting so much praise. My parents are teachers, and a lot of people assume that teachers have an easy job with great hours, but growing up, I remember my parents coming home really late and being completely exhausted. My father worked an extra job too. Fast food is quick and cheap. Perfect for dedicated teachers and caring parents who just needed to feed their children. When my parents did have time to cook, it was too much. I knew it was hard being a girl at a very young age. I used to not like wearing shorts to school because a boy in my class would touch my legs under the desks. At that time, we were in first grade. I was the biggest kid in my grade. I think I weighed 30 pounds more than the average 9-year-old. I was always the biggest kid in the class or on any sports team. I remember one portrait that was taken of me for my basketball season when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. Every time I would find a copy of that picture, I would burn it because I was so repulsed by my own appearance. No one should feel disgusted by themselves as a child. I started getting made fun of for my size when I was in middle school. It had never happened before, and it was all new to me, and it made me realize how much I should hate myself. At that point, I started wearing clothes that were 2 times my size. Instagram was released on October 6th of 2010. I made an account in 2012 when I was in 6th grade. I was 10, about to turn 11. I wasn't even a teenager yet. I realized that when I was scrolling through my feed, that all the Instagram models and all the pretty people were skinny and tall and had straight hair and perfect faces. And I realized that I was not like that, and that completely destroyed my confidence. I was very young when I got my Instagram, so being 10 or 11 and realizing that you aren't beautiful is the worst feeling in the world. From 7th grade all the way to the early beginning of my senior year of high school, I woke up every morning and straightened my hair, and I did my makeup every morning. My hair is naturally very curly, and I used to hate it. I hated my hair. And then once I got social media, I realized that the beauty standards were straight hair. So when I realized that, I started straightening my hair every single day. I woke up at 5:30 for school that started at 7:30 so that I could do a full face of makeup and straighten my hair every single morning from 7th grade up until senior year of high school. For a while, I stopped wearing bathing suits because I didn't like the way that I looked in them and it was showing too much skin. I stopped wearing tight clothes. I didn't like to show my body. I wore clothes that were way too big so that I could hide my figure. I thought that hiding behind the bigger clothes would make it so that people wouldn't realize how big I actually was. I was completely miserable in high school. My skin was covered in acne, There were times where I completely caked makeup on to cover the pimples, but I was still incredibly insecure. Puberty brought the acne and added to the hatred of myself. Sometimes I would wear band-aids on my face and tell people that I ran into a door. Obviously, they probably didn't believe me. I became severely depressed and anxious. I ended up seeing multiple different therapists, and this was all because I had so many problems with my own appearance that I ended up hating myself. I was so depressed that I ended up living on my couch for months and months at a time, multiple different times. Those couches became my best friends because I spent all my time with them. I didn't like leaving my house because I didn't want anyone to see me. I used to make up excuses of being sick so that people wouldn't have to see me because I didn't want them to see how gross I looked. Because I hated the way that I looked, I often made up lies to my parents to make sure that I could get out of school for the day so that people could not see me. And I was so depressed that I didn't want to get out of bed. I barely left the couch. I got to Clark University and I finally knew I was in the right place. I met some of my closest friends on the first day at college. I found people that truly helped me build my self-love. I saw the confidence that so many Clark students have, and it latched onto me. So many people on Clark's campus wear whatever they want, post whatever they want, do whatever they want without caring about what anyone else thinks. When I got to Clark, I finally realized that I could wear whatever I wanted and that I looked great in whatever I wanted. I could still wear a sweatshirt that was 2 times my size, but I wanted to wear it because I was comfortable, not because I was going to hide my body. I saw the confidence that all my friends had at Clark, and I built my character up from their confidence. I am 19 years old now. It took 19 years for me to finally start loving myself. I grew enough confidence to go on my first date. I wear whatever I want. I was not body positive about myself, and it hurt me that I wouldn't ever get compliments or no one ever liked me. I learned that you have to love yourself for someone to love you. I don't have to wear makeup everywhere I go. I get to wear whatever kind of clothes I want. Of course, I still care about others' opinions of me, but in the end, the way I feel about myself means the most. Every student at Clark has their own natural beauty, and they completely accept it. I realized that on social media, a lot of the famous Instagram models completely edit their pictures and blur out their imperfections and make themselves look skinnier. But everyone has imperfections, and the people at Clark accept them and think that they are so beautiful, which they are.